What is up, Reds? Welcome to the Sunday Summary. I'm your host, Kyle, and if you notice, I'm alone today. That's all right, though. We're still going to get after it, all right? Steve has some prior engagements, but it's no worries. It's no worries. I just want to say I had a very good weekend, guys. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Everyone good? Everyone that's with us, you good? You ready for the West Ham match? Because that's what today's going to be. We're going to be previewing the West Ham match. But first, let's warm up a little bit. This past week was pretty crazy for me. I tried to get you guys out some content earlier in the week, but this weekend I was at my cousin's wedding, and it was up in Maine. And any of you guys that have been to the United States or live in the United States, Maine is a beautiful state. The whole New England area is just absolutely beautiful. It was funny. We took a bus, like a school bus up there, but it was just a lot of fun, guys. But it's good to be back. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing good. Before we get started, I just want to take a second to thank our quote-unquote sponsors. All right, support for the Sunday Summary is brought to you guys by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Did you notice the rhyme there? Yeah. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, which is the Lawnmower 4.0. Now, guys, I've used it, and I can confirm it's a quality product, okay? Quick, safe, effective, top of the line. Top of the line. You heard that right. The 4.0, guys, okay? They already had 3 versions beforehand. This is the 4.0. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping. All you got to do is use the code, okay? Capital N, capital B, capital R at manscaped.com, okay? That's it. That's all you got to do. You get 20% off and free shipping, guys. So go over to manscaped.com and check that out. Use our promo code. This offer ends November 17th, so make sure you get over there and use that code. But let's get into this. All right, good morning to everyone. We got Liz, Rashayan, Connor. What's good, Connor, man? Connor drops in every once in a while to give us some support. Shout out to Connor. And Liz says, $1 says Kyle's late. Well, really, it's just me, Liz. So it was going to be me either way, even if I was on time. All right. Easy Scotty 99. What's good? Tony, I think I already said what's up. But yeah, guys, let's chat about what's going on, okay? So we got some injury stuff. We all saw Bobby went down in the latest match. And what's unfortunate is that Klopp said that it's a serious hamstring injury. Okay, the positive of this is that we know Bobby Firmino heals relatively quickly compared to other players. But it's a serious hamstring injury, so we're looking at least 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, that generally means it's like a grade 1 or a grade 2 tear. Basically, he pulled his hamstring. Okay, Bobby historically doesn't really have too many injury issues, but it seems as if we just can't escape it at this point. So, Mane, Jota, and Salah are going to be those guys up front for us today against West Ham, most likely, unless Klopp goes crazy and puts someone else up there. But pretty sure those are going to be the front 3. Additionally, we got Curtis Jones is out as well now. It seems like we can't escape this, guys, because as soon as Fabinho and Thiago come back, we got Curtis Jones going out with an injury. We still have James Milner out with an injury, okay? Henderson seems like he's good to go, okay? But Naby Keita, of course, out as well. So that's your injury update, okay? So looking at it, Ox is available. If I had to guess, our midfield is going to be Thiago, Fabinho, Hendo. Considering we already wrapped up the Champions League, I don't think Klopp is going to have any worries about going with that really strong midfield because we're probably going to rotate and play some of the younger guys in the Champions League latter stages anyway, the group stage games. And we have an international break coming up at some time as well, so I'll have to keep an eye out on that. But yeah. John Cusin, what's going on? Yeah. And my mom, shout out to my mom. The Manscaped shower gel and cologne smells great on your man too. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, guys. That's one thing I wanted to say. So they sent me the ball deodorant. Okay. Sorry, ball deodorant. That's what it's called. And it just smells good. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't smell like they're trying too hard with the smells, okay? Manscaped, they have a specific smell that they're going for. It's a masculine smell, and they nailed it. They nailed it. And another thing I want to say, guys, is like, I've used the products. A lot of times you'll see people promoting products and they haven't used it. Manscaped products, they're good products. You look at the price tag and you're like, oh, that's expensive, but they're good products. And not only that, guys, but there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, the 20% off discount code, okay, NBR. You can use that on sale items as well. They're having a lot of holiday sales right now, okay? So you can get this one for your loved one, okay? You can get it as a gag gift. I said that before, okay? Ideally, you wouldn't want to do that because that's an expensive gag gift, but you can do all of that, guys. It's quality, 20% off, free shipping, okay? Capital N, capital B, capital R, do it, okay? But I want to know your guys' thoughts about the whole Bobby Firmino injury. Now learning that Curtis Jones is out with an injury as well. What are you thinking? I'm just glad Fabinho and Thiago were back. I got to say, when I was watching Thiago at the last match, he just passes the ball differently. The man has just a freaking sling, not a sling, but a catapult on that right foot. It's almost like Trent. It's just like he just swings the right foot at it, and the ball goes wherever he wants it to go. Now, he did have a mistake where he kind of held on to the ball too long, but I'm not too worried about that. What I'm excited to see is Fabinho in the pivot spot and Thiago and Hendo to the right and left of him, and seeing what we're able to do, because we need a strong midfield going into West Ham, okay? West Ham's no joke, guys, all right? It's not like we're going up against, West Brom or anything. West Ham is a quality side. They're really, really starting to find their form, and I think they're dangerous, okay? They usually set up in that 4-2-3-1. Now, with the two holding midfielders, obviously, is Declan Rice and Thomas Souček. With our three midfielders, okay, we're going to have to play very disciplined because they have four guys going forward. Either it's going to be Ben Rama, Pablo Fornals, who knows who they have on that right side. I'm forgetting his name right now, the guy we were linked with. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. And then, of course, Mikel Antonio up front. With those four guys going forward, they can be dangerous, okay? And we've seen in the past, without our solid midfield guys, i.e. Fabinho and Thiago, but mainly Fabinho, we get exposed in the midfield, and then our back line gets exposed as well. And that reminds me as well, Joe Gomez is out with a slight injury as well. Poor guy, man, because what really upsets me, we saw Nat Phillips get a small feature in the previous game, just like 30 seconds or so at the end of the match. What's going on with Gomez? Like, why is Gomez not playing? I understand that Konate has clearly shown that he deserves a starting Bowen, thank you, Jared Bowen. Good God, I couldn't remember his name. But like, has Joe Gomez fallen off? I know he's injured now, but Van Dijk bounced back from injury, right, guys? But then when you look at Joe Gomez, when Joe Gomez played, namely in the EFL Cup match, it was him and Matip, and it was Preston North End, and you expected Joe Gomez to be one of the best players on the field. It was very similar to Oxlade-Chamberlain against Norwich in the second round or first round, whatever it was. He wasn't playing well, and I feel like that's the game. If you want to play in the first team consistently and you want to be rotated, that is the game where you need to show up and you need to just show out. You need to say, look, I'm Joe Gomez. I'm playing against Preston North End. I should be one of the best players on the pitch. It's unbelievable. Let's go over to the chat. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Easy Scotty says, will Robbo get the rest ahead of Scotland's 2 games? To be fair, I don't think Klopp thinks too much about the international break in terms of how he rotates his players. That's just my opinion. He might. We saw Tsimikas get a run and Robertson get a complete rest last match. I think that Robertson plays today. I do. And Klopp came out midweek and he in his press conference, and he was saying it's good to have Tsimikas pushing Robbo, but he still sees Robbo as the best left back in the world. Okay. So there's that, and I think we all do. I think Tsimikas is great to have pushing Robbo, but again, Robbo's the best left back in the world. He also said that we've never said we're the best team in the world, and we don't try to be. He said that we should be able to beat the best team in the world, whoever that is. So I want everyone to think about that for a second. That's a great mindset to have, because a lot of times when you're the best team in the world or you win a lot of stuff, teams can get complacent and then they fall off. With this mindset, I think Klopp is trying to instill in the team that, you're not the best team in the world. You should always be trying to be the best team in the world, and that prevents that complacency. So that's just some stuff to think about. Now, Benjamin coming in here and says, I reckon Thiago might come off the bench for Curtis. Now, Curtis is injured, guys. According to the Liverpool FC website, Curtis is out. I'll pull it up here now. So it looks like Firmino, Jones, Gomez, Keita, Milner are all out. But then Fabinho and Thiago are in contention. Now, I don't think Thiago he didn't get a full game time last match, but I think he'll get it today. I think we'll see Thiago start. Joe Gomez has the calf injury. That's what I was talking about. Okay, so Gomez is out. Curtis Jones will also miss the match today. However, he hopes that both of them will be available after the international break. So they're not long-term injuries. It's not like Bobby or Keita, but they are going to be out for today. Let me take a sip of my coffee. And then we'll go over to the chat and see what people are saying. Emmanuel, what's going on? Mo Salama. I like that. Liz says complacency is Man United 5-0. Yeah. What's going on with Man United, man? I mean, obviously Liverpool and Man City aren't easy games, but what's going on with them? You know? What's going on with them? Are they just trash again? Because they had a run of games where everyone was like, yo, Man United's really good again. And then once the 5-0 happened, I feel like it just destroyed their confidence. But I'm going to go over to this Premier League app here. I want to take a look at how West Ham have been doing. They're in great form, okay? And if we look at the head-to-head matchups, okay, there's been 50 played. Liverpool clearly have the upper hand with 31 wins out of the 50 played. Let's go over here to West Ham. Look at some of the stats for them for this season because they are in good form, as Liz said. All right. Now, they have 20 goals. Okay, they only have 20 goals. So I think it's their organization and their tactics that win them matches. See what else. They only have 3 clean sheets. Okay. 11 goals conceded. Okay, so 11 goals conceded and 20 goals total. So we have the upper hand attacking today, obviously going in. And yeah, I mean, that's basically their offensive stats there. Now, if we go over to the most assists, I mean, Mikel Antonio has just really turned up. I mean, the man's got 6 goals. He leads their team in assists as well. 6 goals, 3 assists. You got Said Benrahma with 3 goals and Pablo Fornals with 3 goals. So all those guys they put at the front of the 4-2-3-1, they can all produce. It's very similar to us. The system is working out for them. All of their attacking players are threats. We should all look at that. Got another Emmanuel in here. What's going on? Walid Al-Morshdi. I'm Egyptian. Mo Salah, 2 goals today. God, we would love to see it, wouldn't we? Let's see. Declan Rice, of course, in that midfield. Most passes. He's their pivot guy. He's going to pick the ball up from the back line. He's going to create. All right. I'm interested to see who starts at the back, though, because, you know, they did sign Kurt Zuma. They got Issa Diop. I don't know their injury news or anything like that. But Ogbonna's been playing. Ogbonna's got to be getting old, man. But, you know, they got a solid back line. I'm not... Historically, we don't struggle against West Ham, especially at the London Stadium. We do really well. But what do you guys think? Are you worried about all this? I know the match itself is important. We shouldn't downplay the match at all. And we need to come out ready to play, like top of the line, like good team play. But there should be I feel like there shouldn't be any problem getting 3 points in this match. I really don't think there should. I mean, obviously West Ham are playing well as a team. They do have some quality players, but they have nowhere near the quality that we have. You know, I think West Ham have been playing well this season, but I'm expecting a great match. I'm expecting to watch this game and just be like, nice. Like this is the kind of match you want to watch. But I'm also not expecting, you know, a close match, if that makes sense. Maybe some end-to-end stuff, open play. And now, if we're just looking at aerial battles won, Angela, I mean, these are just stats we're going over. I'm just kind of glancing and getting some talking points here. But, you know, Declan Rice leads the team with interceptions. Thomas Suchek right there in second, and then Angelo Ogbonna in third for the team. But, yeah, hey, look, it is what it is. Let's go over to the chat. All right. Liz Golden, do you think any more managers get fired this weekend? Yeah. Aston Villa just let go of their manager, which, I felt like I was thinking about this. This is a long time coming. I feel like they need to upgrade. The guy got him promoted again. He's been doing okay, keeping him afloat. But I feel like they should go after a better manager. They have solid players. Aston Villa have solid players. They should really go after a better manager who's more equipped to manage a top team in the Premier League. Liz coming in 1-3 LFC. I think we play. By the way, football. I might just be too tired, Liz. I apologize. Guys, put your score predictions in the chat. Liz also said, Klopp plays whoever's best for each match. Gomez should work harder and stay off social media. I actually don't follow. I follow a lot of the guys on Twitter and stuff, but I don't actively go to their social media and see what they're doing. So I don't even know if Joe might just be on social media because he has nothing else to do. The guy's not playing. It's kind of like Ox. Like when Ox wasn't playing or he was injured, he was on social media. It's all that interesting stuff, guys. All that interesting stuff. So with this match, do we have an international break after this? Do we have an international break after this? That's my big question here. Because I feel like it's definitely coming up. But that's just me thinking out loud. One thing I want to bring up on Twitter, we got not a lot of people, but I do see it circulating. A lot of people think that Stevie G should be coming in for a Premier League job. Maybe. Okay, we're kind of going off track of the West Ham match. We will get back to previewing that, but Stevie G, man, I want him to stay available. Okay, I want him to stay available. He's doing a great job with Rangers. He really is. And I think he should stay with Rangers. A lot of people think he should be next in line for the Liverpool job after Klopp, if Klopp needs a hiatus or whatever. I don't necessarily think Stevie G should be the next in line. I think Pep Linders might be that guy just because he's aware of Klopp's system and how he operates and all that stuff. What do you guys think? If Stevie G came in and say took the Aston Villa job, I think that could be great for him, but I don't want him to ruin, his prestige as a manager right now because, with the Liverpool U18s, he did well. He got the job with Rangers. What if he comes into the Premier League, which is a completely different level than the Scottish League, right? And he just bombs. He just bombs. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen to him. All right. Arnika Cash, 1-4 to Liverpool. Hat trick for Mo and then Mane with the goal. Look, if we get another Salah hat trick, good Lord. My dad saying that's a good tagline for Manscaped. That's right, balls to the wall. Jody Reese says Liverpool 4-1. Liverpool win. Okay. Yogesh. After today, we're playing Arsenal on the 20th. Okay, so there is an international break. So we get some time. We get a little bit of a break. Time for Gomez, Curtis, and these guys to recover. I've always been vocal about not liking international breaks, but I think at times they can come. It's good timing. I think that, international breaks offer a little bit of a grace period for some of these guys to recoup, to refresh, especially the guys who are injured. And that's my thing. Mohammed Khalif, what's going on? Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let's take a brief break again, and I just want to thank our sponsors over at Manscaped, guys. Again, just some of the stuff that you guys should know about Manscaped over there, okay? All right. I'm one of the first people to try the 4.0, okay? And I got to tell you, the 4.0, the lawnmower, right? If you guys aren't aware, they got the Weed Whacker lawnmower. A lot of cool names, a lot of puns, but specifically engineered products for those crevices. All right. If you're a man, you know what I'm talking about. All right. You got a lot of stuff going down there in the quote unquote, the gooch area, right? The groin. You got to keep it clean, right? It's 2021. You got to keep it clean. Okay. Now this upgraded trimmer, okay, it includes multi-function on and off switch that can engage a travel lock, right? So, and I don't know if you guys have ever been traveling, putting stuff in your little toiletry bag, right? And you accidentally hit the power button, it starts going off. You're freaking out. You're like, what's going on? Why is my bag vibrating? It actually happened to me over this past weekend when I was taking my trip. So there's your function there. Okay. It also includes a 4K, 4,000K is what I was going to say. 4K LED spotlight, right? If you were trimming in the dark for, I don't know, whatever reason, if you're a little bit of a weirdo and you like to trim in the dark, you can use the light and it can help you out. Okay. Now, wireless charging. Steve's talked about this before. You get wireless charging. All right. It's also waterproof, guys. You can do it in the shower if you wanted to. I wouldn't risk it, but if you wanted to, you could. There's so many different features that you guys can use with the 4.0 and additional products, guys. All you got to do is use the discount code NBR, 20% off, free shipping. Why would you not take advantage of this offer, guys? Okay. Manscaped. Okay. Get the right tools for the job to take care of your family jewels. All right. Because we obviously know you got to take care of all that stuff, guys. Go over to manscaped.com, use the discount code, capital N, capital B, capital R, 20% off and free shipping, and you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Why not? Why not do it, guys? All right, I'm going back to the chat. All right, Ethan Allen, what's going on here? He says, I think there will be 6 to Liverpool. That's bold. That's bold. Very bold. All right, John, I say the Reds will be 2-1, Salah, 2, and Jota. Okay, I love it. I want Jota to score again. Jota was a little bit cold for a while. Then he had the header last game. Back to Jota of old. All right. Connor, it's waterproof and has light, so you can even trim your balls underwater if you wanted to for some reason. Seriously, if you're weird and you like to do weird things like that, like just turn all the lights off, fill up a bathtub, and then shave your balls, you can do it. You can do it. I mean, that's the benefit. That's the benefit of this product. Go do it. Go to it. Downturn, what's going on? All right, back to the match, guys. West Ham. Okay, West Ham. I want to go look at some of their previous matchups, okay? Because you don't just get 4th in the Premier League by being average, okay? I'm going over here. My mouth is really dry. It's got to be this coffee. It's got to be this coffee here. Come on, bring me to West Ham here, okay? I just want previous matchups, dude. What is this? I just want previous matchups. Here we go. Latest results. Okay, so West Ham just demolished Aston Villa. 4-1. Okay. You also look, West Ham got the best of Tottenham, 1-0. Okay, I think that was definitely prior to the firing of Nuno. What do you guys think about that? I thought the appointment of Nuno was phenomenal, but the execution was trash. West Ham also beat Everton, but then they lost to Brentford. Okay, now I can't really talk smack. We drew with Brentford, so Brentford aren't that bad, you know. And then they beat Leeds United. Okay, those are the last 5 matches. So they get results. Okay, and they get results, and they've kept 2 clean sheets against Spurs and Everton in the last 5 matches. The Spurs match was at home. Okay, they lost to Man United at home. Drew with Southampton, drew with Crystal Palace. They beat Leicester, and they also beat Newcastle. So, I mean, it's not like we can draw any patterns here, like saying they do well against top sides. I just feel like they're off to a great start. They're playing for each other. They have their tactics under control. They know their formation. They know who's going to attack. You know, they got rid of Felipe Anderson, okay? They got in Pablo Fornals. They got Ben Rama, right? They got Jared Bowen. Mikel Antonio's hitting his form. They got good players that we got to look out for. Now, if Matip and Van Dijk start, I'm not worried whatsoever, okay? But the problem has been our midfield. But with Fabinho and Thiago back, I think it's going to be good. I'm excited. All right. Downturn says tough game coming up. Mohammed Khalif says, I don't like this Bowen transfer stories. Now, you know, as a backup, I don't mind him. Jared Bowen kind of reminds me of a Shaqiri-like player. If you guys know what I'm talking about, low to the ground, quick, agile. You know, he kind of reminds me of that. All right. Ethan, yes, I'm doing a watch along. It's going to be after this, of course, right before the match. Also, I'll be on Anfield Agenda with Craig after the match just to discuss it. For that fan panel, so make sure you tune in over there. And guys, make sure if you're new, subscribe to the channel. Let's see what else. Downturn. feel like the crap managers are getting sacked before we play them. This upsets me. Dean Smith is sacked now. Well, yeah, I feel like it's that time of year. Part of me thinks that a lot of these managers and the boards, they set goals for the managers throughout the season. Like by this point in time, whether it's the second international break or whatever the case may be, we want you to be at this point in the table. And if you're not, you're gone. See ya. Peace out. Watford clearly needs something going on because their time I feel like Watford do it to be funny at this point. Okay? They're like, ooh, social media is getting a little curious. Why have we not fired a manager yet? Let's fire him. Let's fire him. You know, obviously that's not what's going on, but that's just me. Waleed has an opinion. All right, here we go. Liverpool needs a super attacking midfield position. And despite the brilliance of Sadio Mane, a super substitute might also be found. After that, Liverpool will present amazing seasons. Okay, so I see where your head's at, Waleed, but I want to say, what's your definition of an amazing season? Because we've won the Premier League. We finished third last season with devastating injury issues and Alisson scoring. And what's your definition of a amazing season? Because I feel like under Klopp, we have had just nothing but amazing seasons, you know? Of course, you know, you have some seasons that aren't as good as others, like last season, right? But I get what you're saying. A lot of people think we need an attacking midfielder. I personally don't think so because the 4-3-3 system doesn't really favor an attacking midfielder. It favors guys pushing forward in the midfield, but not necessarily that attacking midfield position. Plus, you got Bobby and Jota, whoever's playing that center forward role, they're dropping deep. They're dropping deep. They're linking up. Bobby's doing defensive work now, okay? We see Salah coming back and doing defensive work in their own box, you know? But I appreciate the opinions. I appreciate the opinions. Downturn says, Leicester on some run of bad form so far. Brendan usually waits until near the end of the season before bottling it. Yeah, it's weird. The last two seasons seems like they do that. Liz says, we need to win this match or West Ham go above us in the table, which is unacceptable. Also, shout out to Burnley. Shout out to Burnley for getting that result against Chelsea. That's crucial. That really helps us out. And another thing, guys, shout out to Burnley for mixing it up with Maxwell Cornet. All right, Cornet, whatever you want to call him. Because if you guys haven't noticed, you know, not to bring, you know, any politics into it or anything, but they needed some diversity. And off of that, speaking strictly about football ability, Maxwell Cornet has been playing exceptional for them. Okay? Absolutely exceptional. And I think they needed that because, not Dwight Gale. I almost said Dwight Gale. What's his face? What's the other dude? I'm forgetting his name, but they have a very skillful wide player, and his name is just slipping my mind right now. But Maxwell Cornet is a versatile player. Sometimes he plays up front with Chris Wood. Sometimes he plays out wide. But he just offers them something different, and I love that. And hopefully that'll get Burnley going. But yeah, so shout out to Burnley for that. John Platt, what's going on? Nah, I like my hairy groin and nutsack just the way it is. I love it, John. I love it. It has always been most of my adult life. Had my groin and balls shaved years ago before having a hernia operation and itched for ages before it grew. Well, look, John, I just want to say I appreciate you sharing those personal informational, you know, stories with us because, you know, we all want to hear about your groin and your hairy balls. So I appreciate that. Now, to be fair, I did have a hernia surgery. I also had my appendix out. They shaved the whole area. I will say it does get itchy. It does get itchy. But the good thing about Manscaped is they offer products that limit that itch. They have ball toner. They have ball deodorant. They have lotion. Okay? They have all sorts of stuff. They have anti-chafing deodorant, guys. So if you're worried about the itching, you're worried about the rash, they got that too. But John, I appreciate you sharing that story with us. All right? Where's the dog? The dog is hanging out with his mama right now. He's so cute, guys. He's so cute. All right, what else we got? Cornet is at least Burnley's type player of all time. Crazy son is the least. I know. That's what I'm saying, Connor. It's like you look at all the Burnley players. They're tough. They're just like physical players. Maybe not necessarily the most technical. And then they sign Maxwell Cornet, and you're just like, what? I love it for him, though. He's been Dwight McNeil. Thank you. I wanted to say, now I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Dwight Gale, maybe. But Dwight McNeil was their most skillful player. Now they got Maxwell Cornet. Very good. Very good. Ooh, this is a very hot take. Okay. Rustin Cole saying, I'd play Konate against Antonio. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. You know, I can't see Klopp benching Matip again. I cannot see it. I cannot see it. Matip is too good to bench in this game. And that's no knock on Konate, because Konate's done well when he's played, okay? He's pretty much earned that third spot. You got to play Matip, though. You got to play Matip, okay? Oyvind, what's going on, man? Mo asks, where's my friend today? Steve is not feeling too well. He's a little under the weather, so he took the day off. That's no worries. Sorry you're stuck with me, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, Liz says, John, you could use the ball deodorant or the new 2-in-1 shampoo. This is what I'm saying, John. You know, if you like your hairy balls, that's fine. You know, you could still use all that other stuff, right? And the best part about it is you can get a discount on it, okay? 20% off, promo code NBR, and free shipping at manscaped.com, guys. Go do it. Support the channel. That offer expires November 17th, okay? Make sure you do it. And make sure if you're new, you subscribe to the channel, Reds. We got a lot of people in here today joining me. I don't know why you're joining me, but hey, you're here. Almighty Blues FC, big up. What's good, man? What's good? What Blues? Is that Chelsea? I can't tell what Blues that is. John Cousin says, did you see we're looking at Harvey Barnes? And yes, I did see that. We've been linked with a lot of these young English wingers, you know. I like Harvey Barnes. Not as a starter. I mean, he hasn't really even been starting for Leicester recently. He's kind of been coming off the bench, but I like Harvey Barnes. Almighty Blues says, I noticed you a few times on Dominic's and had subbed, hoping to connect in the future. Almighty Blues, reach out on Twitter, my friend. That is the best way to get in touch regarding collaborations on YouTube. Matip equals adventure. Guys, can we just take a second and just like be a little weird about our club? Don't you just love when Matip pushes forward? Like, just a little bit. You hear the crowd get antsy. Everyone starts cheering. And you hear some people going, shoot. It's just amazing. I love Matip. I just love Matip. Vance McDougall. I love the name. I'm a Mac as well. Jude Bellingham is the player we should get. Okay. A lot of people think Jude Bellingham is that midfield option. Okay. Wouldn't be against it. I think there's more economical options out there. Not saying that I don't want Jude Bellingham, but with the price tag as high as £100 million in some reports, we might want to look at someone getting him on a free. Like, look at Kessie. Kessie hasn't extended his contract, okay? He's a solid backup. Not saying he's great, but he's a solid backup. He can play anywhere in the midfield, right? This is just what my brain goes to. Yes, Alessio George says, Matip, long leg Messi. Like, he's so funny. In a good way. Here's our baby giraffe. He's a dancing giraffe, guys. He just dribbles, and defenders are like, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? And then he just continues to go. Matip, I think, has more chances created than some Man United players this season. It's crazy. John says, what did you think about the Atletico game? Yes, so I wasn't able to watch that live, but I was able to go over and watch it after the fact. Watch the whole match after. I just love this squad. I love Ox in that game. I think Ox really showed, like, because I've been critical of him. I've said Ox isn't good enough. We should probably sell him next summer, right? Ox showed in that game that if he's needed, he can come in and play, right? He took on players. He had successful dribbles. He was creating chances, okay? It was good. I think everything about that game was good. I really enjoyed watching that game. Ben Foster saves the pen. Okay, so it looks like Arsenal missed the pen. So, interesting. Ben says, still waiting for a Matip goal. Just imagine the scenes. All right, so we've seen Matip score with his head before. Imagine if Matip scores with his feet. Imagine that. Seriously, imagine the scenes. It'd be crazy. Yeah, and Ox with the silky assist. Yo, how about Trent? How about Trent, though, against Atletico? I mean, Trent is just a different animal, guys, this season. Like, every time he plays, he gets better for me. Every single time. What do you guys think? Coffee break. Whew. Oyvind says, Ox creating chances for both teams. Van says, I'm Canadian. Oh, okay. North America. Shout out. And there's one of our internationals at Lille, Jonathan David. He's a hidden gem in Europe. Yes. So he plays that center forward role. He can also play striker. He can play center attacking mid. Lille has a lot of good players. I think they have Timothy Way now, too, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Lille who have them, or is he somewhere else? I thought they have Timothy Way, who's a American international as well. Hey guys, ask your ladies how they feel about your male grooming hammocks, then check out Manscaped. That's what I'm talking about. Consider becoming a channel member as well, Reds. Did I see Suarez took some shirts back home? I did not. Jody Reese says your locker room talk to help us get over the line in the athletic game. Good vibes. Yeah, and I'm glad you guys like the locker room talks because they're not necessarily our most popular videos, but they get the most engagement. You guys really seem to like those videos. So I'm going to keep doing them. I'll keep it up. They're not those videos that are going to grow the channel, right? I mean, they're videos that you guys enjoy. So I want to make sure that there's content that you guys enjoy. And I'm not just putting content out there that is geared towards growing the channel, right? So there's got to be a good balance. So I'm glad you guys like those videos. I was really, for a long time, I was trying to figure out some pre-match content that you guys would enjoy. And it seems like that's the one. So glad you guys enjoy that. Ben says, it's great to see improvement in Trent's vision. We tend to see less cross and in Salah these days. Okay, I'm trying to understand. Less cross. Maybe I'm misunderstanding that. But his vision is exceptional. Not only is his vision exceptional, but he's pushing more into midfield and creating from midfield areas this year. And he still creates from wide. He still has those in-swing and crosses, but he creates from out wide. It's pretty awesome. Divock Origi, God amongst humans. Divock Origi. McDougal, my apologies. McDougal. Yep. Now, guys, I want lineup predictions in the chat right now, okay? And also score predictions, okay? And then we'll wrap it up. A little bit of a shorter show today just because I don't have my partner in crime. That's all good, though. That's all good. And make sure while you guys are leaving all those predictions and lineups and all that in the chat, make sure you go over to manscaped.com and check out their products, guys. Really phenomenal products, okay? You can use the promo code NBR, 20% off, and you get free shipping as well. Perfect because it's the holidays, okay? And it's not just limited to, men's grooming, right? They have all sorts of products from cologne to shampoo to deodorant to bags, boxers, shirts. I mean, they have all sorts of stuff over there, all right? And it's very quality product. So make sure you get over there and check that out. And additionally, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe while you're down there. All right. And smash that like button. That's what I'm saying, McDougal. It's pronounced James freaking Milner. Is it the holidays? Well, yeah, the holidays are coming up. It's the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? It's the holiday season. All right. I'm not seeing any lineup predictions or score predictions in the chat. What's going on, y'all? I did see the score predictions earlier, but I'm going to give my lineup prediction real quick while you guys are putting that in there. Watching from Namibia, shout out to Hyphen. I love it. We're worldwide. Nothing but Reds is worldwide. All right. So Downturn says, I'd like to see Konate alongside Van Dijk in defense too, actually. Hope it's Hendo, Thiago, Fabinho. That's my midfield as well. And mid, Jota replacing Bobbio, Sadio, Mo. Yeah, I think it's pretty stapled on the front three. And, you got Hyphen predicting 1-3. I mean, front three is standard. We got Alisson in goal. I think we go Trent and Robbo at the back. I think he goes Matip, Van Dijk, but I would not be upset if we saw Konate there, not even in the slightest. In the holding spot, I'm seeing Fabinho and then Hendo and Thiago. No question. Hendo and Thiago. And then our standard front three, Jota, Salah, and Mane. Now, substitutes. Ox is obviously coming on. Maybe we'll see Samikas. Maybe we'll see Origi and Minamino. I mean, it's just so tough to say because substitutions a lot of times for Klopp depend on the situation in the game, like what we're doing. It'll be interesting to see, but I think that's a pretty good prediction for that. Vance says Hendo, Fabinho, Thiago. Vance, do you watch The Office? If you don't, you should, because there's a character in there, and his name's Bob Vance. Vance Refrigeration. I think you'd enjoy that a lot. 3-1 Liverpool from Ali. And then Vance again going with Trent, Matip, Verge, and Robbo. That's my back four as well. Hyphen asks Samikas for Robbo. No one would be upset if we saw Samikas for Robbo, but considering that Robbo rested last game, I think Robbo plays today. So yeah, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Like I said, a little bit of a shorter show today, but we are doing a live watch along, so make sure you tune in for that for the match. And then we'll be going live over on Anfield Agenda after the match for the post-match fan panel, just discussing the match. As we wrap up here, Jody going with Allison, Samikas, Van Dijk, Matip, and Trent, Ox, Hendo, and Fabinho. So he doesn't give Thiago the start today. It's actually a good shout, Jody, because given Ox's performance against Atletico, maybe Klopp starts him. I do respect that. And then Mane, Jota, Salah, 4-1 Liverpool win. I love it. Absolutely love it, guys. I appreciate you tuning in, Reds. Don't forget to go over to manscaped.com and check out their products, okay? Use the promo code MBR. You'll get 20% off plus free shipping, guys. Just go do it. Support the cause, all right? Even if you just go glance and look at something, go over. Take a look. Maybe you know someone who's interested, okay? Go over and check it out, guys. Again, thanks, everyone, for tuning in. And until next time, Reds, take care.